here for our second webinar, where we are sponsoring TheraCare to put on these webinars for you. Phoenicia Foundation is actually a nonprofit based in the United States, and we put on trainings and workshops and provide resources for people around the world. And our primary focus has been the Philippines. We've launched 4 years ago with our primary focus being in the Philippines and here in the US. And we've been very fortunate to be able to work really closely with the Davao region in the Philippines, and which we've been able to partner up and do a lot of wonderful work with Vanessa. So during this, COVID situation that we're all in, we thought, wouldn't it be amazing to be able to bring these webinars and resources to all of you? And so with that, I will just have Van go ahead and kick us off, and for you guys to all just, hopefully you'll enjoy these, and perfect timing.
I have no idea. I mean, I literally, this is like the 10th time.
It's
Hi.
okay. You're live. You're live.
Hello.
And we've got 54 panelists or attendees here. And so I just have a quick little overview about Phoenicia. And
fantastic.
so you can tell everybody who's on a little bit about yourself. And I did introduce that both you and I are the co-founders. And I'm not even sure if I even said I'm Lisa Valerio. So, and I founded Phoenicia Foundation with Lonnie. So Lonnie, I gave a little bit of background about our partnership and how we've been able to sponsor and work with Vanessa and the folks in the Davao region. But if you could talk a little bit about yourself and what we've done a little bit, and then how you're going to be working more and more with Vanessa on the webinars coming up.
Great. Hi, everyone. I am Lonnie Hessen, and I am an occupational therapist, just like Vanessa, but here in California in the US. And I am happy to be here with you this afternoon, your time, and this evening, our time. And as Lisa said, I'm part of the Phoenicia Foundation and have conducted diagnostic and assessment outreaches with Vanessa in Davao in the Philippines. And we'll be partnering next week with Vanessa to do a webinar specific to sensory processing and sensory integration. So we're really looking forward to doing that webinar together. And I'm happy to be here this evening with you. Thank you.
And good afternoon for all of you. So Lonnie and I, it's 11 p.m. in San Francisco. So it's our evening and you guys is afternoon. So we're gonna go on mute and we'll let Vanessa take it away.
Hello, good afternoon ulit sa inyong lahat. At maraming salamat for sharing again your afternoon with us. So I'm very grateful to Phoenicia Foundation for sponsoring this platform for us. And actually, Phoenicia Foundation has been helping TheraCare and Davao Doctors College to do our diagnosis discussion and with the public school fine water in Davao region. So we are very grateful to them. And of course, I'm grateful. So for today, becoming your child's play partner. But I think I forgot to mention some of the important details during the fine motor skills development. So maybe you can just add this. When should you be worried and when should you seek consult to a professional like a developmental pediatrician or sped specialist or an occupational therapist? So here are your guides. So we will include this in the question and answer fact sheet that we will be emailing to you guys. So it's like at age 1, your child does not do this thing. So maybe you can consider consult instead of waiting for them to just grow out of it. So better seek professional advice. Okay. So we'll start now with becoming your play partner. So today we're gonna look at play at different aspects. So we will divide our discussion into 5 segments. So first is define play, impact of play, development of play. So again, just like the fine motor skills development, play also follow a sequential development. and also using play for for your child to learn, or just facilitate play with your child. So why do I want to talk about play? I want to talk about play because I want to encourage families to revisit play as an important aspect of your child's life. So, or with or without disability. So again, there are so many resources online that tells you how you can apply them, how you facilitate play with your children. But this presentation is more of helping you understand why a specific play activity is given, and to help you manage your expectations, and when you should have a professional consult. So I have a story. In my many years of practice, I noticed that many parents or caregivers uh, does not value play that much. Like for example, when they come to therapy or for an evaluation, why are you here? What are your goals? It's more of to improve my child's performance at school, writing. I want my child to be able to read. But I rarely hear a parent asking me or asking me to help their child how to play appropriately. So it's so maybe it's because of generally our culture value education that much, that we put so much emphasis on academic success, or we don't really see play as an important aspect of childhood. So I have this kid before. This was during my second year of practice. So I was a new therapist back then. So I started seeing her at 3 years old. So at this time, she's 5 years old. So after our activities, our therapeutic activities, I'm about to write my notes. And then I told her, it's time to play. And then what she did was she got a grade one paper and a pencil and started copying the notes that I asked her to copy during our activity. So basically, nagsulat siya ng, nagkopya-kopya siya. So sabi ko sa kanya, not that one, you play. Usually we talk to them in English, right? So, not that one, it's time to play, choose a toy. And then she answered me, play, right. So I just let her because it's her activity privilege. So just, let her play what she wanted to play. And then I asked the mom during the feedback time, Mommy, ganyan ba siya maglaro sa bahay? Ang sabi ng mami niya, oh, Tish, gusto niya yung sulat-sulat, color-color. Tapos sabi ko, wala ba siyang mga luto-lutuan, mga dolls, mga truck, mga cars? Sabi ng mami, meron naman, Teach, pero hindi niya pinapansin. So kung ano yung ginagawa sa school, yan din yung laro niya sa bahay. Tapos kung ano yung tinuturo mo sa kanya, yan din yung ginagawa niya sa bahay. Tapos sabi ko, I started again to ask the routine. Sabi ko, oh mami, di ba yung routine natin, merong playtime na kasama yan. So anong playtime nyo? Sabi mo kasi Teach, turuan siya yung pipili ng laro niya. Yan ang pinipili niya, sulat-sulat. So sabi ko, okay. Tapos, so I started, that night, no, I was parang uncomfortable. Parang, I started reflecting, what have I been doing with this kid? So I realized that we focus more on academic performance because the goal of the mom is, yeah, I know my child has autism, but my goal is that hopefully, even if she has autism, she can graduate, she can attend a regular school. So me as a therapist, I prioritize what the parents want. So of course, we tried the child to be ready at school, actually honor roll yung bata. So then I realized that, you know, I've been maybe doing things that I should do things differently because so I started again reading about play, maybe reviewing my notes back in college because this was 2 years just after I graduated and passed the board exam. So I encountered this saying of Pablo Neruda. He said that a child who does not play is not a child. So para akong nabuhusan ng malamig na tubig na puro yelo. Sabi ko, oh nga, I've been doing a lot of academic support to academic performance of the child, school performance of the child. But I actually wasn't intentional in teaching this child how to really play. Okay, and for a child with autism, imaginary play can be a little bit different or can be difficult. Okay, so that was my story. Okay, what's the point in all that? Okay, we don't really value play. And as a therapist, we use play as a tool of intervention. Like we help your child's fine motor skills using play. We help your child improve gross motor skills using play. But really, like improving play itself, sometimes nakakalimutan. And this is actually part of being a child. So yun. So that's the story behind it. So I just want to share that why it's important to me. So again, this is what we do. So we look at the child's skills as occupational therapists. That's why ayun nga pala. Why do I always introduce what OT is? So that the attendees of this webinar is composed of families, professionals from different backgrounds. So I just want you to understand where we are coming from. So as OTs, we try to assess the child's skills, everything about the child, and then the occupations, and then the environment that the child is in. And right here is the performance. So may it be self-care performance, play performance. So for today, so we're looking at play performance. And for OTs, play is the child's primary occupation. So trabaho ng bata maglaro. And we use play as a means. That means our tool, vehicle to help your child. And we also look at play as an end. That means we help the child improve their play skills in play itself. So, yeah. So what is play? Okay. So this is play. So according to Takata, she's one of the writers about researchers about play. So it is a complex set of behavior characterized by fun. Okay, it's not play if it's not fun. What's the difference between play and work with children? If it's fun, it's self-initiated by the child, that's play. If that's continuous, that's play. Okay, it involves different processes like sensory processes, neuromuscular processes, mental processes. It involves repetition of experience, exploration, experimentation, and limitation. Uh, it proceeds within its own time and space boundaries. So basically, play is the way the child learns what in a way that no one can teach. Okay, so
Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Van. They're still having a little bit of hard time hearing you. So if you can, maybe hold the mic up to your mouth and let's see how that goes.
Okay, sorry. All right. So is this better? I hope this is better.
Yeah, that is better, and hopefully it'll be for others also. Okay. Perfect. And then I also just wanted people to know that we will leave 10 minutes at the end for questions, but if people could, any questions that come up if they could put them in the chat, and we'll make sure to get to them. And then we will make sure for sure at the end, there's going to be we'll send it out to everyone. So, and if we continue to have issues with the sound, I'll let you know.
Okay, just feel free to interrupt me. Okay, and it's basically it functions as an agent to help the child integrate their internal world, what's in their body, and their external world. And then, most importantly, play follows a sequential developmental progression. It's not like they're gonna go imaginary play ready. So it has to be a step by step, just like the fine motor skills. And yeah. So play is actually a purposeful activity which results to mental and emotional experiences. Now, if it provides the child experiences, it provides a learning opportunity for their child. So through play, children learn skills and develop interests that later affect choices in life, success in work, and choosing appropriate and productive leisure activities when they become adults. So play is basically an arena where the development of sensory integration, physical activities, cognitive and language skills, and interpersonal relationship happen. So in play, I hope we all agree that in play the children learn the adult roles, the cultural values, they learn rules, and they learn to become productive members of our society by play. So some of the examples of skills that can be improved through play are creativity, imagination, problem solving, building confidence, flexibility, adaptability, understanding social situations, and many more. So and also it's important that we have to understand that play reflects development. Now, if your child is a bit delayed in play, so later you will understand na, okay, my child is at this level, so my child's play is kind of delayed. Medyo, medyo dapat siguro pag-isipan natin kung magko-consult tayo or we have to do something about it. Okay. So, ano yung impact ng play? If ever may disability yung child. So it will impact play, it will parang mapipigilan niya yung pag-develop ng play. And ano yung pwedeng mangyari? So pwedeng yung child magkaroon ng deprivation in terms of stimulation, magkaroon ng limited repertoire of activities, can also pwede siyang mag-decrease ng kanyang social participation, and pwedeng mag-increase or decrease ng quantity play. So it depends on the disability. So we will just include that in your handout. Okay. Now, play, I'd like to emphasize that play can be used as a tool. Okay? Basically, play gives you a practical vehicle to enlist a child's attention if you want to teach them something, to practice specific functional skills, and to promote sensory processing, perceptual abilities, and cognitive development. So it also serves as support for social, cognitive, emotional, and language development. That is why it is used as a tool. So if your child maybe is undergoing speech therapy, you notice that you play a lot. If your child is undergoing occupational therapy, you notice you play a lot with them. So despite the fact that it's goal-directed, externally controlled, so paano sabihin mo nga, dapat iba pag-play spontaneous, child-directed, bakit yung therapist or yung tayong adult yung mag-direct? There are ways of, letting your child choose what they want to do and following their lead and then turn it to a teaching opportunity. So that, play is meaningful for the child, and anything that is meaningful, makakatulong yan para mas madaling matuto yung bata. Okay. So for this section, I'd like to summarize by, play is a child's primary occupation. Play can be a tool to equip children's skills, and disability impacts play. So for the next section, we are going to discuss the development of play. So if you Google, you will see a lot of stages of play. So, but I'd like to just zero into two types, two types of stages. So, ito yung pinaka kay Parten siya kay Mildred kasi ito yung pag nag-Google kayo, mas madalas yung makita. So, ano ba yung unoccupied play? So, ito madalas makita mo sa children at birth up to 3 years old. Pero actually, by the 2nd year of life, medyo nagde-decrease na siya. Okay, so ito yung stage na baby is just making a lot of movements with their arms, with their legs, with their feet. They are actually learning more about their body. Okay, so yun. Yun yung ginagawa ng. So ito yung time na yung bata parang swing-swing mo lang, hawakan mo lang, kausapin mo lang, parang may kanta ka, tapos hawak-hawakan mo yung kamay niya. And mapapansin mo din na ito yung mga kids na mahilig sa mga nag-create ng music, ganyan. So minsan, mapapansin ko, may mga bata ako na nakikita na ang play nila ganito. Parang they're just playing with their body parts. So kung ganyan yung anak niyo, so just keep that in mind and maybe later I can help you with what to do para para mag-progress yung bata sa next level ng play. Sabi ko nga, just like the fine motor skills development, hindi siya pwedeng, nandito siya sa level na to. Gusto mo agad dito siya social play. No? So, dapat pagdaanan niya to para dahan-dahan, step by step. Okay. Next is solitary play, birth to 2 years old. So, at this stage, the child likes to play alone. So, mag-isa lang siya, and then maybe does not seem to notice the things around. So, then, ito yung pagka nabigyan mo ng toy, nabigyan mo ng object. Sometimes, naglalaro ng plastic, yung mga ganon. Naglalaro ng mga bottles by themselves lang. So, parang, ano siya, kaya nga minsan, mahirap ma-pinpoint kung yung bata ba, is it autism ba, na parang may sariling mundo, or nandun lang siya sa stage na solitary play. Okay, na naglalaro ng mag-isa. Okay. Next is the on-the-floor play. So, ito yung child na nasa 2 years old, may guess, o before 3 years old, so mga 2 to 3, ganyan. This child likes to play with, just like to parang watch others. Okay, nag-to-play. So, kunwari may nakita siyang gumagalaw, maingay siya, tumatawa siya, gano'n, nag-react. Yan. Pero hindi talaga siya nag-join. And then next is parallel play. So, 2 years then. So, when the child plays alongside with other children, so, or near other children, but they don't really interact. Okay, then associative play. So, ito, mga 3 to 4 years old, nasa preschool. So, this is the time that, children likes to play together. I play in the same space, maybe playing with the same toy, same place, but they're not really like doing it together. So it's like pwedeng may konting interaction, pwedeng may sharing, kumbaga they're playing, pwedeng mag-share ng toys, but they're not really doing a project together. May kanya-kanya silang laro. And then by the time ng social play, or yung iba, ang tawag nila cooperative play, 4 years old and up na to, this is the time na may teamwork na, and then they play with a common purpose. Like, they like to play na, okay, o sige, ano tayo, meron silang role taking, ganyan na. So later po, mas detailed pa siya later. So, just an overview lang to. Then next is yung Takata stages ng play. So ito yung sensory motor play. So ito yung madalas mo makita. 0 to 2 years old. Ito, like, kasama dito yung nilalaro nila yung mga body parts nila, and then they begin to play with their toys. Kaya lang, yan, sinusubo, ganyan, or tinitikman, hinahawakan lahat. Minsan, may mga bata na sa 3 years old na, 4 years old na. Pero napapansin nyo, ganito sila maglaro. Hinahawakan lahat, parang palit-palit lang, tikman lang lahat, lagay lang lahat sa mouth. So, makikita mo na, oops, ito yung ginagawa ng anak ko. So, parang baka nandito pa siya sa 0 to 2 years old. So, sensory motor play. And then, I'm expecting my child to play with other children. Or I-expect ko sa preschool na magkikipaglaro siya. And then, sa later part ng sensory motor play, nagsa-start na yung using toys sa appropriate nila na use. So, kasi paakyat na po siya dito sa symbolic play. So, for example, ito yung spoon. So, pag pansin mo, isusubo ng bata. Actually, dapat hindi susubo sa toy. Susubo niya lang muna. Kahit laruan na spoon, subo niya. After, kahit walang pagkain. Okay, so this is the time na yung bata, nag-learn siya kung paano gamitin yung mga objects sa tamang gamit. So, usually, yung bata, kahit 3 years old na, babalik siya sa sensory motor play kapag meron siyang bagong natututunan or meron siyang in-introduce mo yung bagong laruan. So, huwag naman kayong kabahan na parang, ano siya, binabang-bang na naman yung toy, delayed na naman ba to? Hindi. Pag bago yung laruan, o meron siyang bagong ine-explore na toy, naturally, parang mo, bumabalik siya kasi ine-explore niya pa and figure out niya pa paano nga pala ito gamitin and how else can I use this toy. Okay, this is symbolic, no? So, around 2 to 4 years old. So, ito na yung nag-manipulate, nag-pretend. Actually, by the end of 2 years, nagsa-start na yan. Kaya lang minsan kasi, di ba, yung ibang kids medyo late talaga. So, siguro safe na around this age. Na, for example, ito, sa tingin niya, anong ginagawa niya dito? Ginagawa niya parang telephone. So, meron na siyang parang object na instead na toy telephone, hindi mo naman kailangan toy telephone talaga. Pwede yung banana. Pretend niya na telephone niya. So, pag ganito na po yung level ng pretend ng anak niya, medyo mataas na yan. So, happy ka na. Pero kung kunwari 5 years old na, 6 years old na, kailangan totoong telephone pa or laro ang telephone pa bago mo siya mapapretend na telephone na makapag-usap sa telephone. Medyo, yes, may pretend play, pero hindi siya sa tamang edad at hindi siya nagpa-progress into a more elaborative play. And then this is the time, yes?
Teacher Beth, they were asking if you can try to take the little header here at the top. So see the headers. See how the 12 through like the page number up here at the top? There you go. Great.
Okay.
Great. Thank you.
Okay. So, yeah. I have to do it in PDF because if I use PowerPoint, sometimes nag-hang siya. So, pasensya na kayo sa PDF na lang siya. And then this is the time then yan siya. Constructive, no? So, they begin to make buildings, bridge, out of blocks. So, sa una, pwede na like you make your own tower and then let them make a tower. And then later on, pag nakapanood sila ng something na maraming building, like for example, Godzilla, and then they try to recreate that scene using blocks. And kahit wala silang toy dinosaur na T-Rex, pwedeng yung pwedeng doll nila or stop toy nila na kanarin yung si Godzilla. So that is something na mas ibig sabihin, nagpo-progress na yung pretend play ng bata. It doesn't have to be the exact same object para ma-imitate or ma-recreate yung scene. Or sometimes, you see kids na, nakita ko to na, yung gusto niya yung birthday experience niya na may mga bisita siya. So what she did was, meron kaming laruan na toy cake, and then nag-set up siya ng mga bowling pins. So yung bowling pins, inupo niya sa chair. So siguro yung bowling pins, yun yung mga umattend ng birthday niya, and nakasama niya yung nag-blow siya ng cake. So that is something na na-experience niya, and then recreate niya. So at this time, ito yung ma-observe mo. And you should be happy about it. No? Parang, yes, tapos na yung birthday mo, but you don't have to let them play with it. Let them explore that experience and let them recreate that experience kasi probably na happy sila. So that is play. You let your child do that. Okay, and then next stage is the dramatic. Okay, dramatic complex constructor or entry game. So at this time, so for example, kung nagluluto-luto yung bata, mako-consider mo siya na nandito sa stage na to, simple symbolic. Kasi kung paano ginagamit yung cooking toys, ganun niya gamitin. Now, if you see your child, like for example, pretending na nag-slice ng ingredients, and then nilalagay niya dun sa kanyang container, sa pot, and then i-mix niya yung pot, and then after niya i-mix yung pot, nilagay niya sa plate, tapos umupo siya, nag-sit down siya, nag-eat siya. Wow! Ang saya nun, kasi ibig sabihin, marami ng schema yung kanyang play. Ibig sabihin, nag-evolve na yung kanyang play into something mas elaborative. No? So, ibig sabihin, nag-progress na siya dito. Okay. So, yun po. Okay, so yun yung mga sana makita natin sa mga anak natin. And then if kunwari nag-consult kayo, tinanong kayo ng doctor, nag-pretend na ba siya? Or tinanong kayo na paano siya maglaro? These are the things na it's nice to report. And then pag tinanong kayo nag-pretend, yes po nag-pretend na siya, nagluto-luto na siya. Mas okay kung mixing lang yung luto niya, tapos doon na siya, na-stop na siya sa mixing lang. So kasi kung mixing na, parang kamali, ito yung pot, tapos ikot-ikot lang siya gano'n. Nandun ka pa sa stage na dito. Pa-transition pa lang siya to sensory motor, to symbolic, simple symbolic. Kung 5 years old na yung anak mo, so hindi naman sa medyo kabahan ka na, pero siguro dapat tulungan natin yung anak mo makaprogress. Ano ba yung importance ng play? Bakit kailangan mag-progress siya? So imagine mo kung kunwari 5 years old, 6 years old na yung anak mo. Hirap siya with dramatic, constructive, and really free game ng mga games. Sa tingin mo ba may batang mahihipaglaro sa kanya? Yes, nasa regular school ang anak mo. Academically, kaya niya. Pero during recess time or during playtime sa school niya, wala siyang kalaro. Yun. So these are things na you should consider. Okay? Na hindi lang academic yung i-focus natin. And by the time na 7 to 12, yan na yung mga game with rules. Yeah. So actually, as early as 4, you can start na the game. Kunwari, may mga board game, na simple lang. Your therapist can help you modify your game kung ano meron sa bahay. Yun. So for this section, I'd like to summarize that, play follows a developmental sequence. Yun nga, sabihin mo, okay, may anak ko, nasa sensory motor na siya. O kakabahan, mami, huwag din tayong masyadong mag-expect na. F5 na siya, dapat nasa pre-game na siya. Hindi naman ganon. So, dahan-dahan lang. Tulungan natin siya mag-progress. Okay, so now that we just finished our review on development of play, can you identify your child's play skills? And then, where do you think your child's play skills at in terms of stage? So, that is something that you can think about. And then maybe you can share it if you're comfortable sharing it or email it to us. So that, ayun pa pala. It's important na when you consult with any professional, Dev pa yan, and then si Dev, sinabi na kayo, magpa-uti kayo, magpa-speech kayo. Maganda na meron kayong baong video ng anak niyo playing by themselves. And then, kung may ibang bata, pwedeng hindi sila nag-play together, pero may malapit na bata sa kanya. Yun. And then, kayo, video niyo yung sarili niyo, paano kayo makipaglaro sa anak niyo. So, mas madali kasi namin makita kung matulungan, ma-identify, anong skills ang pwede namin i-improve para makapag-facilitate ng play. Kaysa ikwento mo lang, diba? So, it will save us time. Okay. So, next segment, using play to teach. So, basically, play to learn. Okay. So, before we go to that, sabi mo, pwede ba? Can you use play to learn? Siyempre, ano nga siya review tayo how children learn or how infants learn. Okay, so infants and toddlers learn through experiences and hands-on learn. Basically, hands-on learners sila. So when you involve them, when you use play, they're involved, they're engaged. So mas madali silang maturuan. Now, what if hindi marunong maglaro yung anak ko, hindi nag-engage, wala siyang social engagement sa akin. So mamaya papag-usapan natin, paano mo yan mapapacilitate? Okay. And then, ating friends natin, kung baga ito yung pinaniniwalaan natin, relationship with adults have significant influence on learning through imitation. Okay. So, malaki po yung role ninyo as adults in terms of facilitating play. Lalo na kung yung anak po ninyo hirap matuto or meron siyang disability or meron siyang, sabihin natin meron siyang autism or aggression ng autism. So, malaki po yung role nyo para mag-progress yung anak nyo. And then, everyday life routines are important. Now, sinabi natin, trabaho ng bata maglaro, sayaan mo na siya maglaro. Importante pa rin na meron tayong routine. Like, for example, meron tayong time to eat, time to ganyan. So, may specific sequences. And then, kasama po dun is yung play na teaching opportunity for you and play po na play lang. Okay? Yan. So, and then, children learn from visual, auditory, and touch and feel information. Now, if you let your child play with toys, that provides the child a lot of sensory opportunities. A lot of information in terms of visuals, in terms of touching, in terms of feel, in terms of listening to your voice, yun. Versus gadget lang yung laruan. There are so many apps sa gadget na pwede mong i-download that promises you to improve your child's play, your child's skills. Pero iba pa rin po yung laruan at iba pa rin yung mga gamit niyo sa bahay. No, don't get me wrong, I'm not promoting any toys. Kahit yung mga gamit niyo sa bahay, pwedeng paglaruan ng bata. Okay? Skills just beyond master repertoire is ideal to challenge Okay, so basically, ano lang, kung hindi pa master ng anak mo yung station, kunwari, nandito siya sa skill na to, marami kang makita, ano bang skill dapat ng ganitong age? O kita mo, wala din yung anak mo. So, tingnan mo yung, kunwari, 5 siya, nakita mo wala sa skills ng 5 years old yung anak mo. Punta ka sa 4 years old, kita mo mayroon bang, nandito ba yung skills ng anak ko? Wala pa din. O punta ka baba ka sa 3 years old. Andito yung skills ng anak ko. So, doon, magsimula ka kung nasan yung anak mo. Okay? And then from there, start ka mag-build up ng kanyang skills. Okay? Tapos, for you to actually use play as a learning or as a learning tool for your child, dapat sana may prerequisite skills. Itong facial recognition, sana may eye gaze. Ibig sabihin, tumitingin na ba siya sa'yo? Tumitingin na ba siya sa pinapakita mo? Kunwari, pinakita mo to, look, tumitingin na ba siya? Okay? And then, may joint attention siya. Ibig sabihin, may pinoint ka. Kunwari, oh, look at this. Tutingin ba siya? Or kunwari, may ginagawa ka, tapos titingin din yung anak mo sa ginagawa mo. So, that's joint attention. And then, maiintindihan na ba niya yung nasawag natin emotional perception? For example, naiintindihan na ba ng anak mo na happy ka, galit ka sa kanya, ganyan. At saka meron na siyang, nakikita mo na kung happy siya, upset siya, ganyan. And then, movement, and then understanding actions. For example, you pointed at something, naiintindihan ba ng anak mo na pag may pinoint ka, you want your child to look at where you're pointing. Diba? So, parang, naiintindihan niyo na ba yun? So, yan yung mga bagay na pag-isipan nyo kung kaya na ba ng anak niyo yan. Sabihin nyo, naku, baka hindi pa. Paano na yan? Hindi ko magagamit ang play para turuan ng anak ko. Pwede pa din. Okay, kasi, pwede mo yung pag-asa. Basically, ang sinasabi lang nito is, i-provide mo yung experiences, teaching experiences sa anak mo as early as up to 4 years old. You're doing your child a big favor. Kasi up to 6, yan yung pinaka-rapid brain development. After that, nag-develop pa rin naman yung brain, but hindi na siya kasing bilis. Kaya nga, di ba, yung mga doctors yung sabi nila, as early as, dapat maaga, dapat hindi ka na mag-antay, huwag mo nang i-risk, di ba? So, mag-intervene ka na kaagad hanggat bata ka. Hindi yung dahil trip lang ng doctor, sabihin nyo, hindi lang trip namin. Yan siya. Yan ang nasa research. So, pwede visit yung Mind Institute, ganyan. So, mga makikita nyo sa internet. Yan din. Same din yung sinasabi nila. Okay. Yun. So, yan lang siya. Yun yung summary. Okay. So, now, if you want to use play as a tool for teaching your child, you have to think about what your child is able to do in terms of all these areas. Kunwari, communication-wise, paano ba mag-communicate yung anak ko? Hand reading ba? Iyak ba? Tantrums ba? Ano? So yun, pwede mo siguro siya ilista. So ito kasi yung child, yung anak mo in terms of skills. Social skills, paano siya? Pag nag-hi ka ba sa kanya? Magre-respond ba siya? May pinoint ka ba? Magre-respond ba siya? Sabi mo, come here, mag-respond ba siya? Okay, imitation, naka-imitate ba siya? Diba? Paano siya maglaro? Ano yung fine motor skills niya? Tapos, in terms of personal independence, ano yung kaya na ba ang bilis? Kaya hindi na kumain mag-isa? Ano yung behavior ng anak ko? Diba? Ano yung gross motor skills? So, lista mo dyan. Ano yung kayang gawin ng anak mo? And then, ano yung gusto mong mag-improve sa skills ng anak mo? So, dapat malinaw sa'yo yun. Kasi kung hindi malinaw sa'yo, how can you be an intentional teacher for your child? Diba? So, dapat ma-identify mo. It's not enough that you want your child to behave. It's not enough na gusto mo lang siya maglaro. Gusto ko lang matuto siya maglaro kagaya ng kaedad niya. Okay? So, alin po doon yung gusto mong magawa niya? Gusto mo ba na maglaro siya na luto-lutuan? Gusto mo ba gayahin niya yung pagiging mekaniko ng kanyang papa? Diba? Gusto mo ba? Anong gusto mo? Anong specific? So, dapat identify mo. Okay, then, after you maybe made a list prioritize mo, ano yung gusto mo muna. So, isa lang muna. Ano yung gusto mong matutunan ng anak mo? Ano yung gusto mo, paano mo makukuha? Paano mo, sige, ano na lang, maganda yung ganitong example. Okay, for example, gusto mo yung anak mo tumingin. Magkaroon ng eye contact. Okay? May eye contact kasi gusto mo mag-request siya sa'yo. For example, hindi nakakapagsalita yung anak natin. No? Gusto mo tumingin siya sa'yo kapag may hinihingi siya or may gusto siyang sabihin, nag-a-agree siya. Okay, so for example, and then humingi sa'yo. So, ito yung madalas. So, di ba pagka yung bata hindi pa nakakapagsalita ng give me, so pwede siguro natin sabihin na kahit action lang, is nakatingin sa'yo, hindi nakatingin sa object. Instead of just holding your hand and reading, di ba, yan yung madalas. So, ano yung, kunwari ito. Now, i-break down mo siya sa 5 steps. So, mas simple. So, ito yung unang-una. Kunwari, ito at ito, gusto mo tumingin siya sa'yo at humingi. Dalawa yan na mahirap na skill para sa bata. So, ano muna? Tumingin lang. Para at least ma-encourage ka, may na-achieve kami, nag-improve yung anak ko. Kasi kung gusto mo agad diretso, magsalita siya, give me, hindi pa nga niya naiintindihan yung dapat tumingin siya sa'yo kasi may kailangan siya and itong gesture na to. Nahirapan ka turuan, magsalita. Kasi unang-una hindi siya motivated na lumapit sa'yo at mag-request sa'yo. Okay. So, yun. So, now how do you do that? Okay. So, unang-una, observe yung mabuti, ano yung nakaka-motivate sa anak nyo. Ano yung mga gusto nila? Pwede kayo gumawa ng listahan. Ano yung mga gusto nila? Of course, yung children, sabi natin, good conversation starts with good listening. Your child doesn't talk, or sometimes they talk in jargons, or none at all, tingin-tingin lang. So, makikita niyo naman yung bright eyes nila. Na-amaze sila. So, gusto mo yan. Gusto niya ng shampoo, gusto niya ng yarn, gusto niya ng popsicle sticks. Kaya gusto niya, like yan talaga, pag nakakita siya sa room, kukunin niya yan. Ayan, gusto mo yan, crayons, ganyan. May kid ako na hilig niya yung crayons ilagay dito sa sticking the fingers. No? Okay, and then, do not keep in mind ano yung gusto ng anak mo. May autism man yan o hindi. Sorry, hindi na pala. Do not place any demands muna when you're trying to play. Use play as a tool in teaching. And then, show interest dun sa, kunwari, lumapit siya sa popsicle stick. Wow, ganyan, no? Smile. Popsicle stick. Kunwari, yellow yung kinuha niya. Yellow yan. So, mag-comment ka. You got the popsicle. Depende kung anong language gusto mo. Kinuha mo yung popsicle. Wow, hawak mo na. And then, wag ka diretso. Kunin mo din sa kanya. Iiyak yan. So, wag naman. Okay. So, just show interest. Parang interesado kang sumali, pero hindi mo muna hahawakan yung hawak niya. Okay? And then, try to draw the attention of your child to you. So, mas maganda kung sa bahay niyo may set up kayo na dun yung play area niya. Then, dun sa play area na yon, at gusto mong gamitin yung opportunity na turuan siya dun, tanggalin niyo po lahat ng laruan niya. Ilagay niyo sa box at yung mga toys na yon, itabi niyo dun sa pwede niyang makita, pero hindi niya makukuha. So, by doing that, wala siyang choice kung hindi lumapit sa'yo para ipakuha. Okay? Ayun. So, by that, ikaw. So, makikita mo naman ano yung gusto ng anak mo eh. So, kunwari, nasa box. Pwede baba mo yung box. Tapos, makikita mo, pag open mo, may try siyang kukunin siya. So, yun. Pakuha mo sa kanya. And then, yun lang. Hindi rin maganda na yung lahat ng toys ng anak nyo, meron siyang access. Yung parang pwede niya makuha at any time. No? Unless free play. Pero if you want to use play as a teaching opportunity, tanggalin mo yan lahat. Okay? So, take center stage. Ano ba yan? Ibig sabihin, harap ka, habol ka. You have to habol. Now, if we're talking about children 1 to 4 years old, so, wag kang nakatayo sa anak mo. Eye level kayo dapat. No? Magtinginan kayo. So, if you have to like kneel in front of your child just to get their attention, just to show them what's eye to eye, yun. So, para kang nakikipagpatintero sa anak mo. No? Yun. And then, try mo muna, watch and comment. Ano yung ginagawa niya? So, kunwari, ginagawa niya, ito, pinagpila-pila niya. Ganyan. Pila-pila. Pila-pila. Oh, you're lining up. Ganyan. Pila-pila, popsicle stick. Or yarn. So, non-functional yarn, ikot-ikot. Ganyan. Ganyan. Okay? So, kunwari, ito yung buong yarn. Try to be helpful. So, what do I mean by helpful? O sige, let's cut para hindi niya kailangan hawakan to. I-cut nyo. I-cut nyo. Tapos, kunwari nagbuhol. Let me help you with that. Itanggalin natin. Siyempre, di ba, minsan nakakainis, ganun-ganun lang yung laro ng anak mo. Parang ano ba yan? Laro ba yan? Apparently, sensory motor state yun. Nandun pa siya sa stage na yun. Tapos 4 years old na siya. Okay. And then, pwede ka naman start mag-take a role in play. So, for example, na ganyan-ganyan siya. Pwede mo lagyan ng context na, are you pretending that you're a ribbon gymnast? Mommy also! Mag-join ka! Samahan mo siya. Imitate mo yung anak mo. Okay? Tapos, after you imitate, you can now introduce variation. Like, for example, red yung kinuha niya. You have another yarn. Exchange tayo. You want another? I have another one. You want some more? Para dalawa na, 2 hands na. O, diba? Pag 2 hands na, bilateral coordination, you're already teaching your child how to use 2 hands together. Diba? Yun. Mga ganon. Okay. And then be more active. So yun lang po, hindi ko i-request sa inyo na gawin niyo siya 1 hour just like your therapist. Nakakapagod yan. Believe me, after 5 minutes, hingal na kayo kakahabol ng anak niyo. So you just set a goal. No? How long do you want it to be? Do you want it 10 minutes? Do you want it 5 minutes? Ang importante, kahit short lang, basta frequent and quality. Okay? And you can also try taking turns. So, for example, ganyan-ganyan yung gusto niya. Mami, stop mo siya kunwari, yung isang hand. My turn. My turn. And then, offer mo yung hawak mo sa kanya. Siya naman, your turn. Okay, give, mommy, give. Okay, ikaw naman. So, hopefully, that's the ideal. Kung the first time you try that, gawin niya, wow, congratulations, ang galing-galing. Pero that may take you around maybe every day for 1 week before niya actually talaga ibigay sa'yo and share yung toy. So, yeah, that's one way of doing it. Now, I got this from PSBM. So, I was fortunate enough to get the scholarship. So, thank you, Doc Pipitan Shanko, and sa Ateneo na sa mga institute for giving me that. So, ito, effective siya for children na nasa 1-year-old to 4 years old. Kaya nga, ang ano ka lang is 1 to 4 lang. Okay. So, yun. And then, you try to join your child. Parang every day, meron kayo tawag na joint activity routine. So, whatever toy na kinuha ng anak niyo, you try to take turns with the child, try to share materials, to look at each other, communicate. Like kahit na one way lang, na parang label mo lang, you're lining up the popsicle sticks, lining up, yellow. Tapos mo siya pink or pink. Kahit ikaw lang, just continuously label what your child is doing. And actually, you're already enriching your child's vocabulary by doing that. Okay, self-speech therapist, ang tawag nila dyan, info talk. Parang, i-label mo lang lahat ng ginagawa ng anak mo, yung mahawakan niya, pangalanan mo lang lahat, no? And then, try mo na lang, mommy will put also yellow. Ayan. Now your turn. Actually, that's already communication. Now, if your child looks at you, what do you want mommy to do? Diba? My turn. Tapos, shinove yung hand mo. Sabi niya, no, you don't like mommy to join. Okay, I'll wait for my next turn. Ganon. So, you do that. And then, masusurprise kayo. Eventually, your child will be more used to you playing with them, joining their game. Huh? Okay. Sabihin niyo, so, konsintihin ko lang yung pag ganyan-ganyan niya. well, that's your entry point. Eventually, when you start to teach your child skills, mag-evolve yung yarn niya na para ganyan-ganyan into something. Maybe mag-start na siya mag-match using the yarn. Maybe mag-start na siya mag-sort using the yarn. Maybe mag-start na siya, i-allow ka na niya magawa kayo ng mga arts and crafts using the yarn. So, it will evolve. Okay? So, kunwari may naisip ng anak nyo, bigla niyang shinote somewhere. Sundan mo lang siya. Shoot ka din. Gayahin mo din siya. Diba? So, yun. Then, start ka naman magbigay ng ideas na, kunin nyo naman, tapos lipat nyo sa ibang container. Ganun. Okay? So, i-observe nyo yung anak mo masyado kung ano yung ginagawa niya. Okay? There's nothing wrong with, imitating your child. Try to be, minsan na yun sila maging bata, join them. Okay? Parang nido commercial lang. Okay. So, if ever your child is not yet ready na hawakan mo yung toys niya, hawakan niya. Kunwari, ito, nilalaro niya. Ayaw niya talaga, kahit nagtatry ka, pwede lang, you get another one. He's playing with the red yarn. Maybe you have another red yarn and just sit with your child. Play with your child side by side. Yun. Then try to offer. Yun. Yun na lang. Kung ready na yung anak mo. Okay? You can use communication and object niya. Describe ako ng describe ko niya. And then maybe tago mo yung sayo. Join ka sa kanya. And then take your turn. Okay. So, just to be more clear in how it's done. Ito yung dinidescribe ko kanina. Ano siya? Progress din siya. Okay. So, yung tinatawag nating setup, yan yung choice ng anak mo. Ano yung gusto niya? Ano yung pinili niya? Hindi siya setup na ano yung setup. Parang physical setup. It's more of, may mga selected toys ka dyan. Sabi nga natin, sabi mo itago yung laruan. Pwede naman, kunwari gusto mo siyang turuan ng shapes lang. Example lang, turuan ng shapes. So, ang ilalabas mo na laruan, yung mga medyo gusto niya na toys na may shapes. So, pwede ka maglabas ng 3. Kung ano yung una niyang hinawakan, kunwari shape sorter na may barrel, tapos may lalagyan. So, kung yun ang una niyang pinili, edi, yun ang laruin mo. Kunwari gusto mo siya turuan ng color matching. Tapos mahilig siya sa mga long objects. So, pwede ka maglabas ng popsicle stick, pwede ka maglabas ng mga ball pens, pwede ka maglabas ng crayon. So, tingnan mo kung ano yung hawakan niya. So, kung wari hawakan niya popsicle stick, that's your setup. Okay? Now, wait for it. O, kunwari, mag-comment ka, you like the popsicle stick? Popsicle stick, different colors. So, paghawak niya, kunwari, pag-touch ng hand niya sa green, green yan. Pink yan, yellow yan, ganyan. So, pwede ka nang mag-start mag-comment ano yung ginagawa niya, ano yung hinahawakan niya. And then, once na, like may ginawa na siya, like for example, pinila niya, that's the theme. Ibig sabihin, yan yung theme ng laro nyo. Gusto niyang mag-line up ng popsicle stick. So, yun yung theme. That's the next one. Okay? Theme. And then, you can start now. Kasi may choice niya, no? Yeah. So, ano yung ginawa niyang una? Yun ang mangyayari. So, ano yung action niya? Line up. Okay, orange and pink link together. Okay, ganyan ginawa niya. Okay. Tapos you can label it. Now, if yung nakalagay lang dyan na, kunwari, reading a book, yung examples lang po yan. Kunwari, book yung kinuha ng anak mo. And then, sige, malamang, i-open and close yung book and then mag-read kayo ng book. So, ganun siya. Or kunwari, may mga kids, kunwari, sa book, hahawakan niya yung kamay mo, tapos ipo-point niya. Kasi siguro nasanay siya na, pino-point niya yung book and then nililabel niya. So, yun, just go with the flow. And then, ano yung tawag nating variation? So, kunwari, again, dito sa popsicle stick, anong pwede mong gawing variation dyan? Dyan ka na pwedeng mag-add ng goal mong ituro. So, kung example, sabi natin, gusto natin mag-teach ka ng matching colors. Kung ano yung pinila niya, for example, nag-line up siya ng orange and pink. Kuha ka din ng orange. Ang variation, oh, mommy will also put orange. Oh, mommy will also put pink. You say, oh, they match. So, pwede ka na. And then, pwede ito na, meron pa dito. Pwede mo introduce. Okay, oh, which one is yellow? Diba? Oh, you put yellow here a while ago. So, where's yellow? Okay, that's variation. Okay? You put additional action. And then, hindi pa siya ready. Ayaw niya. Ginulo niya. Tapos nag-line up siya. Pwede, kunwari, eto, nag-line up siya. Pwede ka mag-create ng ibang object. Oh, let's make a house out of that. Or let's make a triangle. So, mag-add ka. So, you're introducing variation as the name implies. Then, closing naman. So, like, after niya ulit-ulit na, that's the time na pwede mo siya. Kunwari, gusto pa niya mag-line up. May mga in-add ka ng variation. Yung remaining na popsicle stick, kunin mo. Tapos pwede gusto mo humingi siya sa'yo. Oh, you want? You give me. Give. So pwede, no? Dagdag ka pa. Ng variation. And then, practice that. And then, parang pansin mo, parang bored na siya. Or pansin mo, iniwan na niya. Umalis na siya. Iniwan ka niya, biglang nag-walk out. Pabalik ka, you're done. Okay, I think you're done. You don't want to play with it anymore. Okay, let's pack away. Siyempre, hindi siya magpa-pack away. Hawakan mo yung hand niya, pack away, close. And then maybe, balik ka na naman dun sa setup. Kung may energy ka pa. Tago mo na yung natapos nyo. And then, tingnan mo na naman kung ano yung pipiliin niya. So, balik ka na naman dito sa setup. So, just one is enough. You not try this with your young children. One is enough. Kasi nakakapagod na yan siya. Just one per day. Kung di kaya, kung hanggang dito ka lang, okay lang. Tapos i-close mo na kaagad. You don't have to go through variation kung hindi kaya. Okay? So, for the section summary, we have to remember that play is led by the child. Yes, you provide options, you provide choices, but the choosing part is their choice. Okay? And then, use language, a lot of language, ibig sabihin, label, everything. Ayan. And then, it's your turn to make it interesting, to join, to reciprocate what your child is doing. And then, you try to elaborate with the theme, the variation, and then you can actually add what you want to teach doon sa anak mo. Now, if parang feeling mo you're doing something wrong, take a video of yourself doing it and then send it to us so that maybe we can help you point out how can you do better. Okay? So don't worry, we'll not share it to others. Pansin nyo, this lecture could be better if I show you videos of parents playing and or me with a child, but I don't have the permission to like publish the videos that I have. So, pasensya na. But if you do a workshop with me, we'll do them or written them. Okay. For the next part, you can just do simply play. Okay. So, when you do this, you determine muna your child's stage. Yung kay Takata at saka kay Parten. Saan yung anak mo doon? And then, once you identify saang level siya, you now choose kung ano yung gusto mong laro ng anak mo. So, for example, gusto mo siyang matuto na maglaro ng, kunwari, spoon and fork kain. So, ganyan. Tapos, ano na siya, 4 years old na siya. And then, ang ginagawa niya lang sa spoon ay gawing drum. Ganun lang siya mag-play. Yun na ang play niya. Diba? Pero interested siya sa spoon. No? So, ano yung pwedeng next level natin? So, pwedeng use sa subo niya, or kunwari meron siyang isuscope, subo niya. So, that's the next level. Okay, so you can do that, or you can go, kunwari meron siyang dal na pinapakain. Gagayahin niya kung ano yung ginagawa sa kanya. So, yun. So, when you do that, or you have that in mind, okay, sana yun ang gawin niya, then wait for your child kung ano yung kukunin niya. And then, set a time in his routine just for genuine playtime, not the teaching opportunity playtime. It's just a playtime, no? Make time for your child to be your play partner, and do not use play muna as a teaching. Just don't expect too much. So, yun muna. Okay? So, kung kunwari ang anak mo nandito sa unoccupied play level, or nandiyan siya sa age na ganyan, so ano yung pwede mong ibigay sa kanya na activities? Sa tingin mo. So, yan yung mga typical na nilalaro ng bata na nasa ganitong age, birth to 3 years old. So, birth to 3 months, and yan. So, more of ma-discover niya paano ginagamit yung body niya and yung mga objects, paano sila ginagamit. Okay? So, yan. So, okay lang, kahit 3 years old na, or 4 years old na, 5 years old na, pero mahilig lang siya mag-tap. Okay, edi pwede mo ibigay ito, xylophone. No? Okay, siya ng music. Kung sensitive siya sa sound, maybe a hammer toy. Na yung ihip niya hindi nag-create ng sound. Now, next is solitary independence. So, ano nga yan? Yan yung nasa 0 to 2 years old. So, ito yung time na children wants to play by themselves. It's okay to play by themselves. Honestly, kailangan yung mga bata maging comfortable by themselves. Maging content sila in what they do. So, ito yung stage na yan. So, okay lang na you let them, you give them time. But, kailangan, syempre, i-help natin sila mag-progress dun sa susunod. Ito, so only for that is it. So, ano yung mga madala, ano yung pwede mong ibigay na laruan? Yung mga books, yung mga textured books, yung mga karton. Ako, ito yung time na mahilig sila maglaro sa loob ng karton, or yung mga laundry basket, no? Minsan nakaka-irritan, ikakalat niya yung laundry, tapos papasok siya sa loob ng laundry basket. Ganyan. So, you know, let them. Okay, and then maybe you can join later. No? Oh, hilahin mo siya. Or after niya, pag iniwanan niya, you can actually provide hand-over-hand assistance and help and tell him, okay, please return the clothes, ganyan. So, yun. Pwedeng ganon. Okay. So, yun. Those are things that they can choose to play with. Or yung mga luto-lutuan, you let them play at dapat wala itong bata, dapat isa lang siya. Ayun, ang napapansin ko, pag boys, ayaw ng daddy or ng mommy maglaro ng luto-lutuan. Okay? It's okay to let them play with cooking tools or cooking utensils na lang. Kasi, why? This is actually, huwag niyong pigilan kung gusto nila maglaro kahit kalaki sila. Kasi madalas makita nila yung yaya, parents, or any adult sa bahay na nagpo-cook, and they're trying to imitate. So, you know, don't deprive them with the opportunity. So, okay lang. Pwede na sila mag-pretend na chef. It doesn't mean naman na kapag cooking, ano lang yan, pang babae lang yan, or gender specific siya. Reminder ko lang, kasi minsan ito yung nagiging issue with, you know, with some of the clients, lalo na pag-involved in that. Sinasabi talaga nila ayaw, lalo na sa speech therapy, ayaw daw nila ng nag-cooking. So please, do not deprive. Okay? And then, next is yung onlooker. Mga 2 years old, you get. So, this is the time na they watch other children play, they enjoy playing, di ba? They enjoy watching other people, parang may ginagawa yung bata, tapos tawa sila ng tawa, ganyan. So, this is actually a good opportunity na, you know, to introduce maybe imitation. So, actually kasi yung solitary independent, tsaka onlooker, halos maliit lang yung ano nila, yung parang progress, parang ano nila, parang halos nag-overlap, ganyan. So, halos magkadikit lang. Okay. Pwede yung gawin, no? Ano yung pwede yung gawin with your child pag dito? Pwede nyo isama, kunwari magluluto kayo, maglalaba kayo. Whatever you're doing, sama nyo sila. Yun nga lang sa challenge yung making them safe kasi if you're cooking and then you're there, so baka mamaya mapasok. But this is the time that you can actually demonstrate what you do and eventually encourage them to imitate in the play. Sama nyo lang. Join nyo lang sila. Okay, and then this is the time na you can actually take them out, like sa labas, sa window, watch people, watch cars. So, hindi kailangan na may laruan. Or kung may kapatid sila, you watch yung kapatid. Okay. Then, next is parallel play. Okay. So, pag yung anak nyo, ito yung 2 years old mahigit. So ito yung like playing alongside with each other. So ito, magkaiba sila ng toys. They're not actually sharing. But this is a prerequisite for sharing. Okay, this is the time that children learn that what's mine is mine, what's theirs is theirs. So yung ownership. You don't actually, ito ang napapansin ko, pino-force na yung bata mag-share 2 years old pa lang. You don't actually force sharing. If they're not yet ready to share, don't force them. So maybe nandito pa sila sa parallel play, that's why they don't like to share. Okay, so if you force them to share, you're actually teaching them, number one, do not wait if they want something. Okay? Na parang papayagan mo. So you have to like, kailangan ready na sila to share. They have to understand the ownership, my toys and their toys. I don't just like cry over it, force myself to get what the other one is feeling. Okay? So yun. So this is a good time for you to, to teach them ownership, sense of ownership. And then maybe borrowing. Now, pag ayaw nung isa, nag-refuse, don't effort. Okay? Help them understand na no means no. If the other person is not ready to share, don't force the other person. Yan. So mga kapatid, ganyan. So yun. What can you give at this stage? Yung mga ganyang toys, or yung mga stockings, sorting blocks, yung sticker books, ganyan. Or just play beside your child, or just, be comfortable doing your work, and then naglalaro siya sa tabi mo. Hindi siya pwedeng galawin yung computer mo. Although challenge siya, kunwari nagtrabaho ka, work from home, tapos nandiyan yung anak mo, challenge siya. But this is the time that you can teach them, to respect your space, respect your things. Now, kung hawak mo yung cellphone mo, hindi sila entitled to play with your phone, diba? When they wanted it, kasi you're still using it. Okay, no, I'm still using it. You can't borrow. This is mine. Ganon. Okay? And then, next is, ito na, yung associative play. So, at 3 to 4 years old, they're pwede same space, doing the same thing, but they're not really interacting. Like, in terms of, wala silang plano na mag-make ng sandcastle together. Pwede silang mag-share ng tools, but they're not going to make an output together. Or yan, side by side, yung art materials. At this stage, diba, usually preschool, yan na yung may katabi sila, and then they can just share materials, but they're doing their own thing. Hindi nila pakikialaman yung trabaho ng iba. Yeah. So, this is the time that you can introduce a lot of art and crafts, a lot of building objects, constructive mga play, mga toys with another child, or just you side by side with them. Okay, and then the next one is actually cooperative play, 4 years old pataas. So ito na yung sabi natin, may goal sila na ginagawa. So they do it together. So ito sana, hanggang dito makaabot yung anak natin despite may disability. So, but you don't expect them to do this when they're not even at this level, parallel play. So yun. Okay, so yun. And then yan, mga project together. So yun yung mga sana goals natin in the future. Pero let's first identify where your child is at. Okay, we're up to our last slide na. So for this section, to determine a child's level, start from there and have fun playing with your child. Okay, so question, are you ready to become your child's play partner? Hopefully you are. And yeah, you're gonna meet us next week. Lani will be sharing her expertise. So do you have any questions for me? I will stop the screen share.
Yeah, hey, Lonnie has been answering the questions as you've gone along, which is great, but we do have one question that I know we haven't gotten to is, what's the difference between structured play and floor time?
Okay. Structured, okay. There is this approach, floor time approach. So that I think is a trademark for the proponent. But like, if we're gonna use it like, ano ba siya, yung common, in a common way. Kasi mas marami mga people na they're using the term floor time as unstructured play. They use it interchangeably or as equivalent to unstructured play. Okay, so structured play, yan yung led by the adult. For example, okay, today let's play with popsicle stick. So when you introduce and you provided the materials and then you kind of directed what's gonna happen in the play. That is structured play. Okay. Now, unstructured play is when your child or when the child is going to choose what they want to do, what they want to play, and sila yung leader. You just join. Kung anong trip nila, you join what they want to do. Alright, gusto niya mag-line up. O di, line up siya, mag-line up siya ng popsicle stick. O di, mag-line up ka rin. So that's unstructured. And then, bigla niya in-smash yung ginawa niya. That's unstructured play. You just, parang spontaneous. Actually, that is play. Spontaneous. It's actually child-led. So now, can you turn an unstructured play to a structured play? Pwede. You can do that. Okay, how? Once the child chooses a toy, you have actually activity in mind. So for example, naman anak mo, pag binigyan mo ng mga choices ng toy, pinili niya yung shape sorter. Meron ka nang nasa isip, ano yung gagawin niya sa shape sorter? Kunwari, pag ginawa ng anak ko, kinuha niya yung shape sorter, in-scatter niya. You have that in mind. You know na your child is going to do that. You have a plan already. Anong gagawin mo? Oh, okay, nag-scatter ka ng toy. Oh, you like the shape sorter. Okay, here's what we're gonna do with that. The shapes that you scattered, let's gather them. Now, the unstructured play becomes structured. Because you directed the child on what to do. Diba? Yeah. So, I hope that answered your question. Now, if you're interested in floor time is a technique. They actually, right, Lani? I think it originated in the US. I have the privilege of being introduced to the floor time, but I didn't really train for floor time. That was still until now expensive. But if they're gonna use, well, a lot of people, sabi ko nga, tinatawag na sa floor time, they're actually referring to unstructured play. You just let the child play sa floor, choose siya, and then sundan mo lang kung ano yung so that's, I hope that answered your question.
And then we have another question here is, then why do some therapists have taught us to distract or stop them if my kid is lining things up?
Oh, distract. Okay, why some therapists tell you? My first question is, I don't think this personally, if I am in your situation, what will I tell you if your child is lining up? Okay, I will not tell you to distract the child. I will first think about, does that lining up hinder a function? For example, it's time to eat, it's time to take a bath. And then your child keeps on lining up toys. Okay, keeps on lining up toys. And kahit anong tawag ko sa kanya, halika, ligo na, take a bath na, ayaw niya mag-stop. So, that lining up actually hinders the self-care activity of taking a bath. So, kailangan natin gawa ng paraan yung pagla-line up niya. Hindi natin i-encourage yung pag-line up niya. Now, if your child is autism, ganito rin yung stand ko dyan. If may autism yung child mo, that's the identity of the child. You don't take it away from the child. Now, if really it makes the child comfortable to line up things, I will let your child line up and then finish. Okay, hindi pwedeng forever mag-line up. For example, nag-line up siya ng tatlo. Kunwari, itong set na to, gusto niyang i-line up. I'm in a hurry. You're a mom, you're in a hurry. Gusto mo nang mag-take a bath kayo. So, anong gagawin natin? Pwede kong bawasan. 10 pieces to. Dalawa pa lang yung niline up niya. Tatanggalan ko ng 5 pieces, itatago ko. I'll keep the 5 pieces and then let him finish. Okay, after you line up the 3 remaining, it's time to take a bath. Let's leave the popsicles. So, kumbaga, there is this shared control na you let the child finish. Kasi it makes them comfortable eh. Parang, usually when they line up things, no, it gives them a sense of order, especially for children with autism. This one, hindi ko siya gawa-gawa. I'm privilege of learning from an expert sa Autism International Conference before in Manila. Na that was what she said. You have to respect the identity. If they have that lining up, they have that parang stereotypic behaviors. You have to at some point respect that. Let them and then redirect them. So what we do is parang ang good na meet halfway, let them finish, and then after you're done, it's time to take a bath. So initially, I'm sure yung anak mo mag-resist. Ayaw niya iwanan yung nalang mo. But you already set the rule or the contract na after, kailangan we have to taking a bath. So we have to do this. And ganon. So, nakuha niyo po, parang hindi siya totally tatanggalin. Kasi yun na yung lesson, especially, sabi ko nga, ang play is something special. Now, if your child play, one of the play niya is lining up, you have to respect that that is child-initiated. But if this lining up interferes with other important occupations, that is the time na you stop it. So, kumbaga, ilagay mo into perspective. So, kung ako sa inyo, mami, bigyan mo siya ng time na mag-line up lang siya. Sabi ko nga, yung simply play, let him. Merong time limit. Merong part ng kanyang routine na meron siyang time to just, line up. Do what he wants. I hope that answers your question. I don't think it's distract. You're not going to just divert it. It's part of the identity of the child. I don't know, Lisa, do you have any inputs?
I think that I actually would agree with your assessment because I did something very similar when Nathan was young. We did something very similar, and we did a play-based approach, and I would play along with him in lining up. So if he was lining something up, I would then put another toy in front of it. So then I was actually engaging and playing with him during the time of play, so that I could find that way to be able to play with him and make that contact with him, because I was actually playing along with him. So I would agree. We have yet another question. When is the best time to implement relationship development intervention for children with autism? And until when should RDI be used?
Oh, okay.
And does it necessarily finish all the activities listed under this program? So the first question, the best time to implement the RDI, and then until what time should you use it? Should it be used?
Okay, relationship development intervention. I had a privilege of having the curriculum. So it's a set of curriculum, a set of skills, and then there are suggested activities to achieve those skills. So, again, as an OT, ano yung stand ko? There's no specific age for you to use the RDI. You can start RDI as early as, kasi if I notice the stages, the first stage there, you can see children at 2 to 3 years old na they're showing those skills already. So you can start from there. RDI, you can use it even if the child has no engagement yet. Kasi it's part of the list of skills na tutulungan ka ni RDI to achieve. So you can start early. You can start 2 to 3, 3 to 4, if that's what you want. Now, for me, I would rather work on first joint attention, establishing eye gaze, kahit na yung sabi natin eye contact na hindi mahaba, just enough na mag-establish na yung bata ng gaze sa'yo kahit 2 seconds, 1 second na eye gaze. Yun lang. Versus yung hindi ka na talaga titingnan. So yun lang muna. Yun ang akin kasi, I don't really start with the big stage lang. I start with the or parang trying to build friendship and relationship. Mag-start muna ako dun sa pinaka-prerequisite, which is the joint attention and the eye gaze or eye contact. Kahit ilang seconds lang. So dun lang muna. After that, pwede ko nang gamitin kahit ano. Pwede na natin gamitin kahit ano. Okay, so yung kanina po na introduce natin na become your play partner, yung play to learn na part, you can use that to establish contact, partnership with your child. Improving joint attention, like what Lisa did before, he likes to Nathan will do the same thing, and then Lisa is joining in. That's actually one way of improving social engagement and connection with your child. Because if you don't have any connection with your child, I don't think you can use anything to teach him. So, ang priority mo is engagement, joint attention. Yeah. I hope that answered your question. I believe that's a therapist. Probably a therapist asked that question.
And then I think we have one more question that I'm going to have us take here. And then if others have questions that we haven't answered, we'll ask them to put them in the Q&A or in the chat. And then we'll make sure that we post anything that we weren't able to get to. And I know Lonnie's answering most of the other questions too. So the one question we have here is, I have a 2-year-old. He is not interested with learning flashcards. So I tried to play to learn so he will learn the alphabet and colors, but still he cannot remember when it is my turn to ask him. I'm a bit worried because my firstborn son knows all the alphabetical sounds, shapes, colors when he was 2, but my second son does not show any interest of learning yet. He's very good in reasoning out and very articulate when he talks. However, I cannot make him want to learn the alphabet and etc.
Sorry, your child is 2 years old, right? Yeah. Sorry, is it 2 years old? Is it 2 years old?
What did you say?
How old is the child?
Yeah, it's 2 years old only, and she's trying to him like alphabet and cards and stuff at 2.
Okay, mommy, I don't wanna hurt your feelings or anything, but I don't think your child is ready for alphabet. So in my professional opinion, we don't flashcards. They're actually like abstract. They don't give a lot of sensory experiences for the child. So maybe if you want to teach them like letters, maybe instead of flashcards, maybe actual letters that they can touch, they can feel. And at 2 years old, it's not really about letters. If you can Google it, what letters do you know at this stage? Maybe you can still teach colors, shapes, instead of letters and letter sound at this stage. Kasi baka masyado tayong advanced, mommy. Your child is not yet ready. So just do a lot of manipulate, play toys na mga parang shape sorter lang muna. Yung something na nafe-feel nila, something na 3 or 4 dimensional. Kasi kung cards, paper, that is something na abstract pa masyado sa bata na 2 years old. It doesn't touch your child's interest. So maybe, before you start deciding, you observe mo na ano yung gusto ng anak mo laruin. For example, kung kaya mo siyang dalahin sa isang room na maraming laruin, tingnan mo kung ano yung una niyang hahawakan. Then, sabi ko nga, dun ka magsimula. Yun nga lang, exceptional yung isang older child na at 2 years old, marami na siyang alam. But you can't expect the same skills with your other children. So, each child is unique and each child is different. I'm sure alam mo na po yan. Pero at 2 years old, it's not practical to teach them letters yet and use flashcards. So I hope that answers your question.